get a load of this. So previously, on Dungeons and Dragons, the party became... What the heck is this, man? Get out of here. Let's get some water going. The party is underwater. The party
Oh my goodness.
became part of an expedition to explore a set of ruins below the dust basin city of Tratosk. Splitting up your group versus Dizet, Monaco, Nemeos, Folkiller's group, you decided to explore south. The initial room encountered was a room full of coins and gems and jewels, along with a chest and a torch. No sooner than creating a plan that ended up with too many jostles of the piles of gold, the gold woke up, and hundreds of scarabs that were protecting the horde descended upon you. After performing some pest control, you proceeded forward and unlocked the door by applying some blue fire to the bowl near the door. Opening it revealed an entire room flooded and submerged with water. As Michaela braced herself to, curiously, it did not pour out and crash into your party. So, realizing this, the two scaled members of your party, Zomaz, Atusk, and Pastiche, took a deep breath and ventured into the underwater room. Come to this room, longer than it is wide. On the ground, there's rubble and chunks of rock. On the walls, there's broken iconography here and there. Some of it is still preserved in impressive reliefs, like depicting various scenes and figures. In addition to the rubble, you can see metal tools or implements. Attached to the wall are two bowls in slightly different locations, similar to the one that you saw outside this room. Though both of them are next to doors. The northernmost one appears to have something sticking out of the bowl, or the basin. The westernmost one is situated next to a single door on an angle, and both have some sort of inscription above them. To the southwest, from your current position, so as in Pastiche, you can see some sort of stone pedestal past a large boulder that's fallen from the ceiling. As far as exits go, there are two doors, one to the northwest, and a double door to the north, and a flight of stairs descending to the south. All of them are closed. You can see the stairs are blocked off by a door with a Dagon octopus-shaped relief. Though the water naturally muffles sound, you can hear fighting beyond the northern double door. The water is cool. It feels like it kind of like coils and slithers around you as you move around. The area is gently lit with dim light. If you have dark vision, that means it's bright light. If you do not, it's lit dim. You use disillusion checks to see. As you're navigating, what would you like to do?
I think... There we go. Sorry. I think Zoas would be inspecting around these doors over here. I believe that last session you mentioned that there was a sort of bowl right around here,
Yeah.
similar to the last one.
So there is a bowl or a basin or like some kind of like thing that could hold cereal here. That's the westernmost one, and then you have another one, which is the northernmost one. You take a look at, you just take a quick gander at each of them, just comparing. The western one does not have anything in it. Well, just kidding. It would be empty if the room were not completely underwater. So it's filled with water.
Okay.
The northern one appears to have some kind of statue in it.
Has a statue in it, you say?
Yeah, or it has something in it. It just, like, at a glance looks like a statue.
Is it like a small idol that was left in there, or is it like there is something built into the bottom of the basin?
You go over to it.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay.
You go over to it and you inspect it. It's easy enough to check out. You don't need a roll or anything. You just run over and check it out. And indeed, there appears to be some sort of idol here. Just gazing at it through the little lizard man lid over your eyes that you can see underwater. You see that it is a cat reclining on its haunches.
I see.
It is intricately carved to ensure like every feature of the feline, and it appears to be made out of the same dark-hued material that the ceiling
You said golden op shapes? Okay.
While Zoaz is checking that out, Pastiche is going to press up against this northern wall and get a better read on the sounds coming from the other side. I would hope.
Push against it so that like the water's not impeding your like the natural just like being underwater has a certain sound to it. So you
Yeah, of course.
you place your head up against the door to try to eliminate as much as you can, and definitely succeed in doing so. You find like a little spot that comes down a little like in its construction, so you can wedge yourself against it. And indeed, you can hear the moth rather clearly what's going on the other side. You've got some practice eavesdropping by now. You can hear many voices. Some clangs, like metallic clangs, some thumps. You can hear like gruff orders being shouted. And you can identify, since you're mostly familiar with by now, you can identify it as that Moniko's voice. And you can assume that the gruffest of the voices is Dimios's. It sounds like they're fighting something.
Okay.
With the 20, you can also ascertain that with like how the sounds are, you can gather that the room is large.
Okay. I think Pastiche is going to feel around the walls a bit, seeing if there's any kind of passage or door or anything they can mess with.
Okay, well, you're at a door. That's that you mean.
Yeah.
There. Looking around, make an investigation check. Take a step back and look around. The door is something strange, where all the doors thus far have been kind of this daggone octopus kind of by themselves. This one has the tentacles of kind of intertwining, coiling around a dragon. Not quite sure what that means, but as far as like ways to interact with this door, there appears to be a bowl to the left that Zoaz is looking at just by a plaque just above it. But as far as like levers or buttons, none are apparent with it too.
Okay.
Take a look at the plaque, I imagine, and everything.
Mhm.
It takes you a little while to find it.
I mean, it's hard to see underwater through the membrane.
Yeah. Ah, crap, I should have. Never mind. Oh, here we go, sorry. Black reads as Zoaz is kind of eyeballing the statue just below. It reads, proved by alliance holds no animosity. Can achieve either royalty's color.
Hmm.
Well, I think probably not having spied the plaque, so I was too focused on the idol. Zoaz is going to think for a moment and try to swim upwards to see if the water has, like, if there's a surface to this water or if it fills up the entire room, like, to the ceiling.
The ceiling is 20 feet high, so you can just easily swim up there.
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed completely and utterly flooded. The entire room is submerged. You can find some cracks, some indentations.
Yeah.
It appears that it doesn't reach. Like there's an indentation where like you can like stick your claws in or something.
There are tiny... Oop, go ahead. Or say it one more time.
Roll the investigation.
The way I'm imagining it is there are, like, tiny pockets of air, but nothing that you could, like, reasonably get a breath from.
That's correct. You do find like one such spot, but it would be like a little gasp.
Uh-huh.
Genuinely a gasp.
Well, Zoaz will frown to himself and let out a little which naturally carries further through the water. Distorted, muffled as it would be, regardless.
So you can talk to each other, but if you do, you have to make it sound.
Go find the bathtub.
Well, I've got a water bottle right here. As funny as that would be, I believe Zoaz will cast Thaumaturgy near Pastiche and have a sound appear that has, at least I'm assuming Thaumaturgy can be used this way, Zoaz's voice, and it says, "I'm going to head back to the others." Okay, cool.
Well, Pastiche will respond in kind and create a sound near Zoaz, alerting him of the plaque that Pastiche just read before starting a lap around the room and just kind of running a hand along the wall, looking for any other similar plaques.
I think Zoaz will, before heading back, then swim down and take a look at the plaque that Pastiche mentioned. Yep. And as Pastiche is making their way around the room, Zoaz is going to start heading back in the direction of the others.
Pastiche, immediately afterwards, as you're just running you spy another plaque above the other bowl, and it reads, "Should the watchdog fail her task, the master shall sentinel the treasure beyond Also during your lap, Zoaz is heading backwards. You notice that in the southwestern area of the room, there is a familiar yet like you know what it is, but you still don't see these very often. It's a sarcophagus.
Yeah.
It's still uncommon, so I think I want to say. It's tan, it's stone. Part of the lid has eroded from the main so part of it is like dashed away and broken. Might still be legible, but you have to get a closer look because of its condition.
I think for now, Pastiche is not going to pay that much mind. They're going to continue their lap around the room, just kind of get a feel for the layout, see if they find anything else along the walls. while making their way back towards the entrance.
Investigation check, please.
Okay.
So you're swimming around. Some interesting things. You can peer down. Do you peer down and like you just don't pay attention to it at all, right?
Pastiche would take a look, but like certainly not an 18 investigation check on it.
Okay. You can see something bleeding. Just from the kind of like ambient light around.
Okay.
That's just a casual glance. Let's see here. You see this large boulder. Of course, like it's big, so
Mhm.
that's slightly interesting. You look up and you can see that there's an indentation in the ceiling. Perhaps the water doesn't go all the way up there since it's part of the ceiling that maybe it does, displacing water. You can see on the ground that there are many tools. There are mainly what looked like tools before. Upon like a more serious glance and serious investigation, you see that there are actually implements of war. That's about there is like several javelins. There are several darts. You can see some kind of like saddlebag. There is a large axe that like it's huge. Like it's easily like 1.5, double the size of a regular axe. Double bladed with like crescent blades. The handle looks very curious. As you go and like actually take an examination, it doesn't look like it is designed to be grasped with like a humanoid's hands. There's many like slots and latches on it. So not quite sure what's going on there. And as you continue around the room, but just many things that seem to suggest that this room was once not flooded. Just there's too many just things lying around, and it's like it gives the impression that this was traversable on foot rather than through swim in a previous time. Roll me a actually.
42.
You do find a very strange thing. An extremely
Oh.
strange thing, rather. You find an intact, non-waterlogged rose. A desert
Huh.
flower. It looks like it's just laying on its side. It's probably like around here, to your east a bit.
Okay.
Which I mean doesn't really matter, but whatever.
Zoaz just swam over it,
Yeah.
not paying much mind to it, or not seeing it at all even.
Lush, vibrant, full of color.
Pastiche is definitely gonna pick that up on their way out of the room.
Zoaz approaches the barrier, I suppose, and pops his head out, and steps out, dripping, shakes off some of the water. Well, good news and bad news, he says to the group. Good news. Seems that there is indeed another riddle to be solved. You're not at a dead end. Bad news is the entire room, as far as I could find, was completely submerged. There were no pockets of air suitable for breathing in that I could find. Pastiche, we found a plaque though. Dread. Prove thy alliance holds no animosity. Zoaz takes a moment to remember as I scroll up through the chat. Teamwork can achieve even royalty's color.
Thalia pancakes further into the ground.
And there was also there was a similar basin to the one we lit the torches in that held a small idol, a cat, a golden-colored cat, or painted gold cat, I should say.
Does cats? Are there any notable cats in Rosarian? I guess.
In the Pantheon?
Make a religion check.
Sure. Oops. There we go. 6.
You recall that there might be, but you don't recall their name or anything that they represent. It's almost as if confirmation bias. Yeah, there's definitely a cat god.
It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be everything else. Okay. Well, Michaela would say, well, we found that these blue flames do not get extinguished in the water. So there's that, I suppose.
Certainly helpful. It is quite dark in there. Zoaz would realize that Pastiche has not yet come out and would probably say, one moment, and poke his head back in the water to see if he can see Pastiche.
You'd probably see Pastiche approaching the entrance around now.
Okay. Zoaz would, underwater still, nod, and then retract his head from the water and make some space. Stepping carefully over Zalia, of course.
Oh.
Pastiche is going to slink out. Maybe a few feet above the ground. Kind of do a roll out of the water. Shake around a bit. I found this rose swimming around there. They'll present the rose. Show it off.
Twig will sort of examine it. Was it just laying in that room?
Yes. Strangely, it doesn't appear to be waterlogged at all.
That is quite strange. Well, I told them about the plaque.
And the rest of you? Did you find anything interesting while we were away?
Zalia burbles.
Just that
they-
these fires can go into the water without being extinguished. Michaela, like, just does it as a demonstration.
And that was about all we could at least figure out within here.
If the rose is unaffected by the water, I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with the puzzle.
Name. A red rose.
Blue
But
flame,
definitely
red
seeing
rose,
you two-
gold cat.
Definitely seems you two will have to do most of the heavy lifting in terms of anything in that room. I must say, you can hold your breaths for quite a while.
Zoaz shrugs and says, well, being in the desert, I have never had much cause to test myself, so hopefully I won't have to this time, but...
Pastiche is going to look around for a moment. Stare at Michaela's torch.
Mm-hmm.
Michaela, the torch, if you would. Pastiche
over.
holds out a hand.
Hands it over. Sure, of course.
And Pastiche immediately sprints back into the room.
There they go.
There goes my hero.
So,
At the... Now that he's out of the water and, not on high alert, I think Zoaz would roll religion to see if he remembers anything about, a god, with the symbolism of a cat, the color gold, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Or, not Zoaz would roll religion, he would try to recall. Not much better. Do I still have this inspiration left over?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to re-roll that.
It's better.
Technically.
Let's see. For Zoaz, the DC is lower because of your background.
Makes sense.
So yeah, you can recall that there is indeed a god or goddess in the visage of a cat named Corsair. The name of this entity is Mal.
Okay.
Nice.
They are seen as defenders of like areas of like higher powers or like their senses basically. They hang out with a monitor.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Well, those will, scratching his fin, go, Well, I seem to recall there being a god by the name of Mao that takes the form of a cat. Though I don't remember much about them.
Zoas, while you were in there, did you notice anything unusual? After all, we ran into gold coins with some of them as scarabs.
Well, aside from, and he, gestures towards the wall of water that is not flooding the room. No, nothing in particular. Although, I suppose the blue flame not being extinguished is quite interesting.
Right.
I'll admit, Well, I am not uncomfortable in the water. It is not exactly a pleasant place to be alone, or outnumbered, perhaps, and I was more interested in getting in and out than I was taking a significant look at the place. Perhaps when Pastiche returns, they shall have some better information for us.
Meanwhile, Pastiche is quickly rereading the northern plaque before heading over to the sarcophagus they passed earlier to check out that gleam.
You have dark vision? You don't have dark vision.
I don't.
Okay, do perception with disadvantage. Okay, by golly, there's something glittering in here. It seems like it's a single object. It's not alone in there, but there are, like, the other objects in there are not
Mm-hmm.
reflecting off of the light.
Pastiche is going to...
Probably, like, see what it is if, like, the sarcophagus lit a bit more. Like, it's cracked off. You just, like, because it's kind of wedged down in there, basically. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You could remove the lid, or you can just, stick a hand in there, just grab it, you can
Pastiche is going to first kind of move the torch around there, see if it lights anything, if they can get a better look. Yeah.
That's cool.
Took it from
Yeah, that
Mikhail.
produces light. You can see in there there is a gleaming of sorts. It is it is a rose-colored jewel. It's kind of like a goal. The gem, also illuminated, is beneath many, many bones.
I see.
They're tiny bones. And as you're looking at this, bones all turn to look at you with glowing eyes in the dim light as 10 cat skeletons swim out of the tube and come at you. I'm gonna have to ask you to roll initiative for this.
Okay. I'm using my inspiration.
So,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
prudent.
go ahead.
Oh, I can't re-roll it.
Here I can clear initiative. There you go.
Okay.
That's
There
better.
we go.
Nice.
Pretty decent.
Very nice. I'm gonna move you temporarily so I can unhide these cats. Put you back.
I wonder what's taking Pastiche so long.
Ah!
Maybe
Ah!
go first. As the cat skeletons all turn towards you with their glowing eyes in the dim light. What happens?
Is that dangerous? Water's conducive.
What the D&D rules for lightning spells conducting in total submersion?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Find out.
Alright.
You see, Pastiche, if you want to find
We'll
out
find
at around
out.
a level of 7, you have to fuck around at around a level of 7.
Pastiche. Thinking very quickly. He's going to reach toward the sky. Disappear. And hope for the best.
and hope for the best.
Don't worry, that's just
That is so paged. Alright.
Oh wait, this isn't thunder. This.
This
oh.
is thunder damage, not like
Yeah, not electric or lightning.
They all
That's a
failed.
good point. Okay.
Well, the other thing is that sound carries better in water.
Mhm.
Oh,
And they all shatter into a million bone pieces.
my goodness.
There is a sonic ripple. Just it sounds like a trailer just dropped. As the sonic ripples through, and Pesky, you go ahead and take 1d4
Okay.
thunder damage as well. You take 4 thunder damage as the reverberations move through you, and it is very unpleasant. And it is enough to make you feel nauseous for a moment.
Yeah, I'll take that.
As all of these cat skeletons are just ripped apart, crushed, and reduced to dust by the power of your magic. Everyone in the hallway can hear this happening. This goes back to being underwater.
Slightly disoriented, Pastiche reappears upside down, tries to look for the direction they came from, to see if anything's chasing them. Pauses for a moment, reorients themselves.
I think Zoaz, hearing a loud noise in the other room, would say, that is probably my cue, and push past Twig and jump in and start sprinting over to, or, swimming over to Pastiche.
See Pastiche upside down.
I think Twig would follow as well. Just take a deep breath and dive in.
See Pastiche upside down.
Zoaz is quickly scanning the room, and I assume not seeing anything that immediately jumps out as hostile.
Twig will look at Pastiche and shrug.
Pastiche, as they gain their bearings, turns towards their allies and gives a quick thumbs up.
Zoaz is bewildered, but whatever. You are still holding on to the torch, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And on that note, Pastiche is going to head over to the little bowl under the northern plaque, place the rose in it, and try setting it on fire.
Okay. You place the rose in it, but the cat statue, the cat idol, takes up most of the space.
Okay.
So you can put the rose in it. You can try it. Just letting you know that there's also something in here.
Yeah, sure.
The rose does not ignite, but instead crumbles and dissipates into dust or some kind of powder.
Hmm.
And just falls into the bottom of the bowl.
Okay.
There is no longer a rose.
Yes.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
All the watery dust.
Twig's gonna share a confused look with Zoaz and start heading back for a breath.
I suppose Zoaz would nod at Twig and then head over towards Pastiche and get their attention and point out the other bowl and shrug.
Pastiche will take note of this and try to direct Zoaz towards the sarcophagus and
As
point out the gem inside.
As Twig pops out, Chuman speaks up. Is everything okay?
Twig shrugs and says, apparently? It didn't seem like anything was amiss. Pastiche seemed fine.
Steamed.
Well, they gave the thumbs up.
Zoaz will, I assume, see the gem once it is pointed out to him. And will just shrug and grab it.
10 cat
Like, not
skeletons.
Yeah, like not even thinking about it, he just reaches his hand in and grabs it.
Okay, 10 cat skeletons all turn to bite you. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
You have a rose-colored ellipsoid in your inventory. In your hand.
Uh-huh.
It is tingly to the touch, very tingly. It's like almost electric. It is
I
clearly,
see.
clearly magical.
Could it be a dragon's thing?
It definitely reminds you of a dragon shard.
Okay.
It is the same
Dragon
color.
shard.
This is
Same
definitely-
tingly feeling.
Definitely. It's a stronger feeling.
Oh, stronger. Okay.
Dragon shards are just like kind of like touching a lightning bolt, like
Mhm.
physical science things. This is like it's almost like it's super tingly,
Like almost numbing kind of feeling. Hmm.
but I mean it doesn't hurt you, but it's just like
Yeah.
hot potato.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zoaz will probably drop it for a moment and then, shake his hand a little bit to get the sleepy hand feeling gone, and then shake his head, grab it again, and start swimming over to the basins.
Whatever your favorite round shape is, dragon shard.
Okay. Elliptical.
Pastiche is going to take one more close look at the sarcophagus now that the gem is gone.
Okay. Perception check with this.
Even with the torch?
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting you have a torch on you. Yes,
Mhm.
regular, please.
Okay.
Neat. Let's see here. You can confirm that inside the sarcophagus is empty. Like, it's just moldy, eroded rock now. You can see the plaque. Like, you take a look at the plaque, just as kind of like a last ditch. Okay, well, like, there's something else here, maybe. And
Mhm.
you can see that the plaque has legible words, but the only remaining ones are resting and knowledge, placed decently far from each other.
Sorry, say that one more time?
On the plaque that has like part of the lid crashed into it, breaking it up.
Yeah.
There are two words that are legible remaining. The words are resting and knowledge. They're placed
Okay.
decently far away from each other.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the other room, Zelia has light bulbs.
She's not gonna do it, but she's got it out. She's pried herself off the floor. She's kind of pacing around, waiting for the lizards to come back.
Oh no.
Okay. Zelia has a dragon shard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There is a mischievous looking grin on her countenance.
It's not even that. She's just like focused. Like she's got an idea. She's like a cat being zoomy.
Kool-Aid is also kind of like stand the floor. Like, tired of waiting. About to go in there and cut all that water in half.
Be my guest, Ace. I'm sure it will be very effective.
It's the most effective thing I can think of. Therefore, it will work.
Well, if you wish to try, then you could try at the door.
Stand back while I handle this.
She went to step back.
Coolest like takes like this saber like unsheathed and just like starts hacking at the water. Ha! Ha! Take this! Yeah! Take that! Yeah. there's vigorous splashing as they cut into the water with their
Human just has his arms crossed, smiling, waiting for him to get tired.
Blaze continues to go at it. It'll take me just a minute. You have to show it who's boss.
Go on.
Azalea's silent images the water being gone in this region.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, everyone sees this and doesn't realize that it's an image, by the way. That is the ha, cut.
Yes.
And take this one. Ha! And then this 64th slash is what will happen if you do not go away. Hiya!
I mean, she's an illusionist, so she can modify her images, so it's not going to be suddenly gone. It's going to be, it like, fades back.
Yeah,
It works. He's working. It's fading away. Yeah.
They're using their action to do it.
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
Cool Ace triumphantly sheaths their weapon. That's how you do it. And then walks forward. Cool Ace is now just kind of like violently tumbling forward in the water, not prepared to swim, and just releasing bolt.
This is a good way to drown someone.
Human just mentions over the twig. Do you think he's drowning?
I mean, I don't see any water. I can't believe they really did it.
Cool Ace appears to be floating in the air.
Yeah, but it's Cool Ace.
Cooley? You okay?
Kayla looks up.
Thalia extends a extra length arm. There are like patches of decayed, completely down to the bone flesh on it.
They take it, allow themselves to be pulled out of the water.
I like how I couldn't tell if that was thank you or fuck you.
The world may never know.
Yeah, well,
Only one will
Azalea
know.
will make the water crash back in from the with the silent, and then dismiss the silent image.
Michaela only now looks up from her card game. Oh. I see that 112.
it went great until the water turned on me.
Oh,
I'd say another 69 slashes would do the water good.
You know what? You're right. Rolls up their sleeves.
At this moment, he just whispers over the twig, I didn't think he'd take that seriously.
With a little luck, I think it'll be A-okay this time. Second time's a charm, right?
This time for sure.
This time for sure. That's right.
Meanwhile, I think Zaz is going to try touching the cat statue with the elliptical dragon shard question mark. So he's gonna like pull it out of his pocket and swim over to the basin and like try touching the dragon shard to the statue, the idol. Yeah, that's what I figured. So as Brown and lets out a relieved sigh, which comes out as, you know, a cloud of bubbles appearing from his mouth, and we'll pocket the dragon shard once again.
Actually, something does happen.
Oh?
Not anything of, like, consequence, but something does happen.
Oh.
In your mind, as you're holding the dragon chart, flashes, like, several images of past events. You're not sure if they're from your memory. You see, like, books
Okay.
And then just in any event that they're all too fast to kind of like acknowledge them and see how precisely they are.
Mhm.
It's like, and then they stop as you put it back in your pocket.
I think Zoas would freeze in the water for a little bit, like processing what just happened.
But you don't die. That's good.
Yeah, that is definitely an upside. Regaining his senses, Zoaz will turn to Pastiche and shake his head and back away from the basin.
Pastiche is going to motion towards the empty basin and just kind of point at it a bit.
Zoaz stares at Pastiche for a moment. Whoa! And then swim over to the basin and try dropping the dragon shard in it.
Nothing quite happens. You get like an image of like taking an afternoon nap once the dragon shard is in your claws again, and then goes away. Not really seeing nothing. Like you wait a few moments, nothing seems to happen. You do see the plaque right above the basin.
That is the western plaque, correct? Okay. Which says, "What fuck failed the tracks?"
Pastiche is going to try lighting the gem on fire while it rests in the basin. Darn.
Well, that doesn't really mean anything to Zoaz right now, so Zoaz is gonna grab the dragon shard back and I assume get another fast forward movie of images. He'll take it off, put it in his bag. You were saying something? And Zoaz is gonna start swimming back.
Pastiche is going to pause for a moment before following.
And Zoaz will normally, casually step out of the water as best as you can do that.
Pastiche, you can also, as you're going back, there's a weird sensation where it feels like something kind of like gently like embraces you around the waist and then lets go as you
Noted.
Hug water!
Any luck, you two?
Are they
well,
back?
Yes. I believe we have stepped out of the water.
Okay,
Yeah.
like 2 seconds after they step out of the water.
Uh-huh.
Bailey is going to just stutter up, rip the crystal out of her pocket after she put it away to minor illusion, and like just kind of lunge it towards the water, like fencing lunge, and just hold it there. Zap. Full on zoomy eyes wide.
Zalia's motion cuts off Chuman's words.
you need to make a melee spell attack with
With advantage, alright.
Don't miss.
She's gonna miss this.
Cool Ace's life depends on this.
Oh no.
Does 24 hit the water?
24 does hit the water.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
The water cast shield.
Oh god, dude.
Bad damage, but whatever. Not too bad.
Cool Ace does not understand what you're doing and is going to be aiming at this water at the same time you
No, I'm supposed to stop it.
Blaze takes 18 lightning damage. But Zaylia, you thrust the dragon shard just, and you can see the lightning kind of course through the entire room. You can smell like lightning water. It has that specific smell.
Yeah.
You can sense that something happened,
Mhm.
but you're not sure what. Like you sense that you achieved something greater than just simply electrifying.
She is satisfied
Yeah,
and sits down.
yeah. You get the sense that something happened.
You get a minus 36 cents. Yeah.
And as Chuman was going to ask, Zoas and Pastiche, Zaylia attacking the water. Kool-Ace, are you alright?
What's your passive perception?
+2. +1 before. Yeah.
Alright. Coles is looking a little fried. Yeah. I feel like lightning's just struck my brain. I feel like I've had an epiphany.
Mm-hmm.
This water is an evil, sentient.
So looks at Cool-Ace and says, "No."
How about you sit down? I think you might have swung a few too many times. And that whatever that spell probably is not helping.
Excel, quick
Stares
question.
at Zaylia.
Yes.
Would Zuz be able to tell if this was salt water or like fresh water?
Oh, yeah. It is clearly and obviously fresh water.
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
It worked so well the first time.
Because above board, electrolysis is a pretty scary thing. And applying high voltages to salt water it can cause chlorine gas to be created.
Again, it worked very well the first time.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it again.
Was there anything moving
Does a
inside
19
that?
hit the water? Not anymore, there isn't.
Cool like takes a seat on the pile of gold that the is also reclining in. You can see them kind of like look around and start pocketing gold coins one at a time. Zaylia, you jettison another electric blast into this water. And just everything is quite properly electrified. The rocks, the metal implements, the doors. That cat idol's probably electrified. You get the sense that you've done something.
Uh-huh.
That you've done something, but you're not sure what.
Zelia, none of that electricity will stick around, right? We might have to swim through that later.
Azalea turns around and just grins at him.
You mean later? We're trapped in here.
Well, I think one way or another, the only way forward is in that now electrified water.
Zoaz sighs and is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. Because he is currently missing a little bit of health. And then he's going to walk over pat Zalia on the shoulder, move past her, and stick an arm in the water.
It is cool to the touch, refreshing even.
Nice.
It is not electrified.
Not electrified? Okay, cool.
Zalia's electric current is no longer affecting it.
Zoa says, okay, we're good.
Did you and Pastiche have any luck finding a way through?
Not really, no. Though they did show me this, and Zoa is going to pull out the elliptical dragon shard question mark and show it to the rest of the group.
And this little ellipsoid is rose-colored.
Just like a regular old dragon shard?
It is polished and cut. It is distinctly more violet color than the dragon shard.
It is certainly tingly, much more than I'm used to, but it did not seem to interact with the rest of the structures in there at all, so Zoa shrugs. There is another spot to investigate, but I'm a little loath to do so. There's a stairwell that I believe heads down. Zoaz is referring to this one. And he points in there, sploosh. Ah, whoops. I suppose now is as good a time as any to investigate, but I don't know how deep it goes exactly.
With the way this water works, going down might as well get us out of the water as well as going up.
That's true.
And we've ruled out most of our other options, so... Don't worry, Zoaz. I'll be right behind you.
Zoaz sighs, and then takes a deep breath, and plunges in, and starts heading towards the stairwell.
We'll be right here, waiting as we have been.
As you two move through the water, there's a certain feeling of emptiness this time that has replaced what you previously encountered while you were swimming around.
Oh wait.
Oh no!
It feels like that feeling of coiling and like slithering around you, like gently embracing you, and like just kind of just like this sensation smiling around your arms and legs that is no longer happening.
Cool.
It feels like there is something lost now that used to be.
Oh!
Oh well.
So, as you are moving, you head down the stairs. You just swim down. It is maybe like a 20-foot descent of stairs. You just swim down, and your path for like it's got like this kind of rock formation of this darkened material. It is a large kind of double door that has a image of Dagon the giant octopus on it. It's closed.
At the bottom of the stairwell. Zoaz frowns.
Pastiche saddles up next to Zoaz and starts pushing on the door.
Make a strength check. We got a 14. Okay. The door, like you push on it a bit and then realize that you're swimming, you don't really have anything to gain leverage against it. Position your body to where you can put yourself against something and push against the door. It appears to be
I think Zoa is going to shrug and go back to the sarcophagus to give it a second look.
Investigation or perception.
Zoa thinks for a moment, wondering if he is better at investigating or perceiving. And then decides to perceive.
What you perceive are the shattered skeletons of many, many tiny animals. Just their shards just in dust hanging in the water.
Zoa lets out a tiny sob. But it's underwater, so it's like, "Woo!"
Let's see. Having fully investigated both between yourself and Pastiche, the front, the inside, the top, and the sides, you look around the back, and there appears to be just like a little piece of paper, thoroughly waterlogged, but still legible, being held down by like a little tiny polished black rock or like a buckeye or something. Inside this.
You said it was legible, correct?
Yeah, you want to take a look?
Yes, absolutely.
You instantly die. No, I'm just kidding.
Please roll 20 intelligence saving throws.
In a row.
Yeah.
It reads the piece of paper that is.
Mhm.
It reads. Hang on, what languages do you know actually?
Common, Draconic. That's it.
It's a language you don't understand.
Hmm.
It is a very flowy script that is not the language you're used to.
Zaz is going to think for a moment, and just in case, he's going to grab the paper and the small polished rock that is on top of it, keep them held together, and start swimming back.
As Zoaz is swimming by, Pastiche is checking out this cool rock.
It's a pretty cool rock.
Nice.
Please roll investigation.
Electrified cool rock.
It's an electrified cool rock. You notice it has the telltale signs of a rock being electrified underwater.
Oh, the obvious telltale signs.
What those are, I'm not sure. But by golly, you see them.
Cool.
Moving the rock, like checking out the rock properly, like kind of like seeing what it's all about, and swimming
Yeah.
over it, under it, just kind of like looking at it upside down. You just like get on the other side of it, just push it away from its current position. There is actually an indentation where it was sitting. It was covering a hole in the ground where it appears to have like something minor dug out. In this hole is a bottle. It is empty and stoppered with a cork.
Huh. Well, let's take it.
The glass is clear, like fully transparent.
Mhm.
It just looks like there's nothing in it, but by golly, you could put something in it.
Alright. Well, we're gonna take it back to the entrance.
Zoa steps out once again and says, "Well, Starwell was a bust, but I believe I found something of note. Something new of note." And is going to hold up the waterlogged note and say, "I cannot read this, but perhaps someone here might be able to." and just sort of like hold it out for the group to see.
As Zoaz is doing that, Pastiche is going to take the bottle they found, uncork it, and turn it upside down.
Zoaz's effort to get some look at the note is overshadowed by what happens with the bottle.
Oh,
The bottle, there is this great whooshing sound as it sounds like someone has turned on like a hair dryer, just and this massive gust of air comes out of the bottle, just blowing everybody around and whipping your
My cards.
whipping your cards away, by golly. They are scattered to the wind.
I was just about to win.
The corners of the room. Does it blow the paper away too?
Uh-huh. Zoaz is great at these.
this is your specialty. Yeah.
Zoaz is great at these!
Suddenly, there is this gust that just blows everywhere, threatening to blow the paper and the stone that you managed to make to keep in contact. The paper almost comes out of your claws, but quickly realizing what just happened, you manage to kind of like clap your claws together and keep everything intact, and the paper does not dislodge from your grip.
What?
While the storm rages on.
Turn it back over.
Cap it.
Pastiche is going to stick the bottle into the water.
It makes a giant waterfall eventually. Or like 50 seconds. Just you can still hear like it's this massive like air whooshing noise. It sounds like an industrial fan in a warehouse. But it does create a bubble of air. It gets larger though. You're wondering how this is possible because of it's got to be spicy magic.
Chima's gonna take a look at the note after Pastiche sticks the bottle in the water.
While holding the note out, Zoaz is going to turn around. Like the note moves a little bit, probably interrupting whatever train of thought, or if your inscription a little bit, your inspection, I should say, a little bit, and say, Pastiche, if I'm not mistaken, that could be useful. It might be a good idea to cap it for now.
Well, I don't really see the reason to.
For the others that can't breathe or hold their breath for quite a long time and swim very fast.
If you say so.
Might give us an opportunity to catch our breaths.
Pastiche is going to attempt to replace the cork.
It's actually very easy, Pastiche.
Okay.
Everyone watches as Pastiche goes to stop at the cork and they just...
Is the note in a language that I am aware of? Common, Goblin, and Druidic.
Goblin, you say.
Once it
It is in Goblin.
Whoa.
yeah, once it's capped, Michaela would read it as well.
So as I suppose you just hold it out for anyone to see.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone that knows Goblin can read. I think that's Chuba and Michaela.
Let's see. Yeah, Azalea doesn't.
Cool Ace seems like the kind of person that would know how to speak Goblin.
If he doesn't, he's about to.
What does that mean?
I mean, he's still electrified.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you speak Goblin.
Yeah, just gets shocked. Cool Ace does come over and like looks over. Goblin, I can't read this. Is this even words? Looks like scratches. It is obviously like a very flowy, like elegant script.
Hmm.
And in this
Oh,
flowy, elegant script are the memoirs of some kind of creature that at least knows how to write Goblin. It is understand this is common goblin practice of whenever they find something, they don't keep the knowledge themselves. They, on purpose, like tear out whatever notes they have and leave them on the ground. You're not sure why they do it, but it's a tradition. And the note seems to read, the statue opens the door. And I was able to slip past the guardian. It's too noisy, so its own noise covered up my sneak. You can see Kool-Aid pull out like a very like a pair of glasses that are very like they look really old lady. They've got like the chain on them and everything that keeps them like around your neck, and then okay.
Coolest ace.
Fashionable too. Yeah, Michaela would just like read that out loud as she reads it. Well, how many doors did you say there were? And statues?
3 doors. I only counted 1 statue. Pastiche is going to place the bottle on the ground, swim back into the room, and start jostling the statue in the northern basin.
The statue comes out. Like it's a light statue. Like it's got some density to it, but it's not like tough to move. It's not weighty or anything.
Okay.
So you're able to pick it up. What's your HP?
29 currently.
After picking it up and holding it and then going to do like your next thing, you are suddenly overcome with the image of just a cat sitting in a sunny spot next to a window on a cool day. Your eyes kind of flutter, you close, and you're unconscious.
All right.
Oh.
Was there any like noise or?
What worries me is that there was a guardian. You mentioned there was only 1 statue. Did you see any other statues, OS?
No, I did not.
Point of order though. Let's have everyone roll initiative. Including Prestige.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
Okay, Prestige, what is your constitution modifier?
Modifier?
Yep.
+3.
Whoa.
Okay, so yep, the group in the scarab room. Chuman, you were saying.
You said no, right, Soaz? Or the any
Yes,
other?
there are. I only saw the 1 statue in there. Though Pastiche's Stone of 3 doors is also spot on. 1 statue, 3 doors, 2 basins.
Which door did you find this note by? Perhaps it was.
It was not next to one. It was next to
Oh.
a sarcophagus.
Mm,
That's where I found the dragon shard.
I am worried. You guys haven't seen the Guardian yet. The note here mentions that the Guardian was alive, at least.
No, but we've been through there many times, so.
I mean, if there's anything alive, looks to Zelia, I'm not sure that it is anymore. after those two,
Thalia has returned to the floor.
Are we free to move, or is this like initiative order? Okay.
We're like loosely in initiative order. I'm just tracking.
If,
I'm tracking rounds. But you're able to freely do what you like.
Not me scrolling up to check on the holding your breath under or the underwater combat rules surreptitiously.
Human's gonna see if he can look through, if he can see Pastiche.
Zoaz is pretty sure that there's nothing that can harm you in there, so he's not concerned at all.
Chuman, you cannot see Pastiche from your position. It seems that they have turned a corner or gone downstairs to check on the water. They seemed like they had an idea, so that may be working.
so he's gonna hop in and see what's going on.
Human's gonna follow.
Pastiche has been gone for about 12 seconds now. And previously, Zoaz and Pastiche were checking back
Okay.
and Twig, so you don't have a swimming speed, so this is difficult terrain for you. So you'll have to
Okay.
consciously decide to dash, otherwise you can through squares.
Zoaz shrugs and says, I don't know what they're in such a hurry for.
perhaps they just
Can I
want
see?
to get a look at
Sorry.
it for themselves.
Fair enough.
Twig, as you move forward, Chuman too, you can see Pastiche gently rising to the ceiling. They are unmoving, they are buoyant. Kind of like flat on the back, eyes closed, with a cat statue looking.
Twig is gonna dash up to them.
Human's just gonna move a little closer to see you.
They're. Sorry, go ahead.
Pastiche, what's going on in the brain while you're sleeping?
Hmm.
Having a flashback or thinking about anything?
I was lending more money.
I think Pastiche would be thinking about a very different type of cat.
Want to share with the class?
It's nothing specific, just, you know, some memories. A lesson or two.
Pastiche is still holding the statue, right?
Correct.
And they're like unresponsive.
Yes. They certainly don't respond to you.
Like, Twig's just gonna like he can't say anything, so he's just gonna try to like shake Pastiche, and when he notices the statue, try to like get them to drop it.
Touching the statue.
Oh,
Your HP.
39.
You're also asleep. You are unconscious.
Yo, total player kill, let's go!
Holding on to just like one of the pawns of the statue. Jim, you see this happen?
What's the rule against lassoing in underwater?
You throw a rope underwater. I'll let you do
I'm
it.
debating.
You
Is it still?
You can throw a javelin underwater, so I'll let you throw a rope.
Okay. Human's going to at least get a little bit closer and see if he can. Actually, who is holding it the least, from my perspective?
Who's holding it the least? Twig.
He's gonna try and lasso Twig and pull him off away from the statue. 20. Oh, 9.
Yeah, you can. You manage to get the rope around Twig's foot talon as they're slowly floating up.
And Shuman's gonna try to do a harsh tug underwater. See if he lets go of the statue.
Twig seems to have the statue in some kind of like death grip, but so he doesn't let go. But you do manage to move Pastiche and Twig, and like they're kind of like almost holding hands, like they're holding the same thing. So you move them towards you. The group in the scarab, you can see Chuban has his rope and like he's doing something.
Caleb's like collecting cards and like looks up. It's like, what? Like squints because it's dim light at a distance. Like, what are they doing over there?
Looks over. Why does he have a rope? 1 second, and is going to step into the water.
You do have a swimming speed.
Yes, so I can move my normal speed. And the way it is I've tracked the movement I've already used from my swimming speed, correct?
Yeah, it's the same speed, so it's just
Yeah. Okay, because some systems do it weird.
So as you splash into the water, you can get 30 feet in. You can see Chuman is holding onto a rope. He's got this kind of like determined look on his face, and he's like using both hands to pull toward him. You can probably see Twig just motionless, floating kind of like 5 feet above you guys.
Aww.
Chuman doesn't really take notice. He's been like tugging two people underwater and then slowly trying to pull them back while
So,
staying away from the statue.
Okay, good, I do. Zoaz, thank God for having 50 feet of hempen rope. Zoaz follows the rope up to see Twig, and I assume he can sort of see Pastiche.
Yeah, you can make out an extremity.
Zoaz is going to whip his head, like, from Chuman to Twig to Pastiche to Chuman, and then he's going to rustle around. He's going to drop his staff in the water, by the way. Like, he's not holding on to it anymore. It slowly sinks to the floor. And he's going to rustle around in his pack for his rope and then start swimming up to Pastiche.
As you pass by, Chuman tries to tap, like, as you swim past him, and then points to the cat statue. Tries to signal, like, to not touch. Or, like,
How are you signaling this?
he's kind of like, his hand is going across the neck as the
Okay.
cat are pointing to the
That's a pretty clear sign.
statue.
Like, you're pointing at it and then you do the hand across the neck thing?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as... Well, I guess we're like free action, we're just using it to keep track of time, right? Okay. Zoaz is going to finish swimming up to Pastiche, avoid touching the statue, and then grab the rope and try to tie like a knot around Pastiche's waist. Like a loop around Pastiche's waist. And then is going to attempt to drag Pastiche out of the pool of water, the room.
You are able to do this. It'll take a little bit.
Yes.
As you are tying the rope around Pastiche, you notice like some bubbles kind of exhale from their mouth. Pastiche, you're at 0 hit points.
Nice. Love to
Important addendum.
And the
That's Constitution, right?
It is a regular 1d20. Just
Oh,
roll
okay.
that.
I don't have much experience with dying, so.
Oh!
I'll-
You don't show it.
Must be nice.
You succeed on your first death saving throw. So go ahead, like you can just mark that on as a tab somewhere.
Okay.
Show it.
Anything going on while you're in Sleepy Town? I mean, do you have a vision of a previous event, or something about the history of Pastiche?
Yeah, I think some an assortment of brushes that all happen to look strangely like the one that came out of that statue's mouth a while back. They're just painting images of people Pastiche knows, has known, maybe will know.
Hopefully.
If you didn't have inspiration, you gain it. Drink with your Constitution modifier.
+2.
Alright. Round 5.
Yeah, like seeing that there's now a rope. What do you call that in climbing? When there's like a rope line. People are now like tied to each other. Yeah, is like kind of now scowling at the water wall and like kind of pacing back and forth. Like, very much like, what is everything okay? That doesn't seem right.
Human's just trying to pull back towards where Zayla and Michaela are at.
I think Zoaz, noticing Schumann having some trouble maneuvering in the water, is going to motion to himself and then try to grab at the rope.
Human hands over and then heads back while kind of like looking back as well.
Zoaz is motioning with his head, go, go. He's actually yelling underwater. Yeah, that exactly. And Zoaz is going to continue as hard as fast as he can, trying to pull the two of them out of the room.
Swim speed. Technically dragging somebody is half movement, so if you do a dash, you can get
Yes, so Zoaz is going to dash.
So as you're pounding through the water, just pounding away as you propel yourself forward with your claws and your adept lizard man physique, you bring Pastiche and Twig along with you. You can all see now. Everyone that's like in the other room, you can all see now that Pastiche and Twig are they appear to be holding hands and they are motionless and just being dragged along by this rope that Zoaz and Schumann have between themselves.
Oh, they're sleeping together. That's cute. Yeah.
Schumann just kind of overseeing the rope, making sure nothing snaps or nobody becomes loose or anything. And Zoaz doing his darndest to pull everyone out of the water. This has suddenly become an emergency.
I can tell that like Pastiche is like extra not move, like he is like not like deathly still, right? Like
Right.
not like completely out, like mouth open, not breathing.
Yeah, you can
Could I?
do this.
Okay. What's the range on this? Cool. Yeah. He'll be like, oh no, and cast healing spirit right on top of him. Like send the healing spirit, like the spectral vulture, right on top of Pastiche. It's like, not yet, not your time. Sure. It's not that good. No,
Oh,
it's a
no.
5. I don't know.
The spectral vulture courses out from you, just effortlessly plows through the water and circles around Pastiche and kind of like flaps in the water unnecessarily because it's a spirit.
It's as if it's flying, just like through the water.
Right. To your horror, Michaela, the comforting presence of this spirit vulture does
Not seem to do anything.
not arouse Pastiche. You get the sense that they may be a little too waterlogged to receive. They're definitely out of breath.
Okay.
That's just saving throw from you.
All right. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, you get 2 for the price of 1. You immediately fail 2 death saving throws.
You got that inspiration thing, didn't you?
I did get that inspiration. Maybe I'll use it.
You said you are gonna use it?
Yeah.
Okay. And 10
Okay.
is a success.
The way it rolled, I saw it tipping over to a 1, and I got scared.
Like, contemplate on me, will you?
Damn, yeah. Zoaz. One last burst of energy does his darndest to sprint swim as far as he can. Breaking through the barrier of water, he gasps and says, "The statue! Don't touch it! Pull!" And he starts, frantically pulling on the rope as best he can. But he is spent from, sprinting as hard as he was.
Juman, you can kind of like get up behind them, take up the rear, and you can push them through the water's edge. And you can with
No. That's definitely what he was going to do.
with the graciousness of your teammates working together, the very soaked, very let's see here, very not moving companions here. You do manage to get Twig and Pastiche out of the water. Twig is gently breathing. Pastiche is not.
Pastiche receives 1d6 of healing. If they're allowed to receive that now.
I think you have to move it to.
Oh, I
To a
can
spot.
We're still.
Because of the person using a dash.
Okay. I mean, hold on. What's the distance from? Oh, 45. Okay, then never mind. They don't. Then.
Where's the cat statue now?
The cat statue is currently held between Twig's talons and Pastiche's claws.
Okay, Zayla's gonna drag herself off the floor and go poke it.
Oh my god.
We're gonna TPK.
Upon poking the statue,
If you need to know, she currently has 17 HP.
That might do it. That might do it.
Zalia, let's see here. Starts with the lowest. Zalia, Michaela, what's your HP?
30
Okay.
currently.
Alright, Zalia, you are unconscious.
Nice. She just melts. Like she doesn't fall over. She just kind of like. You get the picture.
Yeah, collapses in on herself.
Collapses There's just like a puddle of like clothing and Zalea.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Michaela, you are unaffected.
Neat.
Yeah,
Well,
this
unaffected.
wasted drowsiness wash over you, but it's kind of like it back.
The alcohol. And
Okay, important question. Does it go for Cool Ace?
True.
Kool-Aid, what's your HP?
Cool Ace takes your HP. Greater than the amount remaining.
God, he's so cool.
He's so cool.
Yeah, I'll give a pastiche a greater healing potion then. If I can't get my vulture there.
You could, but just not on this turn, unfortunately. Pastiche. Give me one last like little blurb. Or has anything changed in that mind of yours as you are unconscious or kind of ebbing away?
Pastiche has taken hold of one of the brushes and began painting a self-portrait.
Self-portrait that you're painting. It's rather nice. It's quite a sight. It's almost as if you're in a mirror. And suddenly, the portrait that you're painting begins coughing and hacking. Water falls all over the canvas, staining the colors and watching them drip away. You come to the sensation of a very poignant cherry taste in your mouth. With a huge breath, spraying water everywhere. You are now back among reality. Among your friends.
Greetings.
Is Pastiche still holding onto the statue?
Yes. Zalea is also now holding onto the statue, but only by a finger.
Does
The finger is like drawn out as she collapses. So it's like there's a puddle of Zalea and then there's a finger extending all the way to the statue.
I guess it's still 3 turns. You just, Zoaz. Zoaz is going to try something. He's going to upcast Command as a 3rd level spell and target Pastiche, Twig, and Zalea and say, drop.
Pastiche, roll wisdom.
Wait, a wisdom save or a wisdom check?
Save.
Saving throw.
You should be able to click the button on Command.
Guys?
No!
God, this guy.
Pastiche, for some reason, Zoaz is being very forceful with you, like very firm. You're not quite sure what he's meaning. The other two cannot hear you.
Pastiche, are you okay?
I seem to be, though it feels as if there's something in my throat.
That would be why. You were drowning. What happened?
Of course. Well, I grabbed the statue, and after that, I only remember visions, paintings, old friends, new friends, and here you are all.
Wouldn't the sleep have hit Pastiche since he had the 2nd lowest HG? And it was 30 and only did 12.
Perhaps.
Oh, Pastiche, now that you are awake, please do us all a favor and place it in the corner of the room, far away from everyone else.
Drags Zalea away from
statue slightly.
The finger just extends.
If you insist. Pastiche is going to start trying to pull the statue away from Twig. Sure.
Didn't he fail the DC throw?
For command? No.
They can't hear because they're unconscious.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
Let's see here. Twig has, he is clutching this statue.
Nice try.
But Pastiche, as you come to realize, as you are trying to get it away from Zalia and Twig, you're letting go of the statue and grasping it again, trying to get different leverages at different angles as you're
Right.
you're continuously re-grasping the statue, and the initial effect that it had on you is not happening again. You do realize that.
Okay. Wrenching it from their grasp is proving quite a challenge, but I am still conscious, for whatever that's worth.
I think a minute passes, and Zalia and Twig both wake up.
Well, perhaps it ran out of charges.
Zalia isn't gonna move. She's happy here.
Bothered in the lane. Looks right.
I would rather we not test that hypothesis.
Well, it is the key to whatever door that note writer was talking about.
Well, if Pastiche is not being rendered unconscious by it, then maybe they can take it to the other basin? Or something. But I would prefer I would prefer no new targets. Or victims, I suppose, is a better way of putting it.
Twig, are you with us?
Twig's coughing and hacking on the ground. Pastiche?
If you would be so kind, could you release the statue?
Oh, sure. Twig's able to, right? Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Pastiche takes the statue, attempts to pull it away from Zalia.
She's not grabbing it, it's just a finger
Yeah.
touching it. But maybe there's a
Right.
sucker on the finger. There's a sucker on the finger.
Okay.
Easily. Pastiche.
The spectral vulture is just sort of flying around, passing through anyone who is damaged and healing anyone who actually is damaged. So I could apply. This is just the healing that would have happened in the
Pastiche is a little bit
minute.
damaged.
that is the 5 healing that I get with it. So yeah, I mean,
The Pastiche.
okay, most of it would just keep being applied to Pastiche then. I'm gonna heal 19.
Pastiche, you heal 19 HP.
Okay. Nice. Oops.
This
No.
spectral vulture
Okay.
just kind of flaps more air into your lungs and gets rid of the water magically, spiritually, primally. What would you like to do now that everyone is awake and you have a
Well,
cast statue?
I am feeling surprisingly refreshed after that nap. I will
Good.
take the statue back in there and see what I can find.
How about we inspect the statue here now, without the water?
Yes.
Pastiche hears this just before re-entering the water. Inspect it.
Mm,
What are you hoping to find?
I don't know, but anything, I suppose.
Jumin kind of interrupts, and I highly doubt we'd like to repeat of just before. You touched the statue and you nearly drowned. You and Twig.
Pastiche kind of pushes the statue towards Michaela. Is there something you wanted to see?
I don't know. I haven't particularly gotten a good look at it yet. In the first place,
Go on.
Okay. Well,
So it just sighs.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Fine, fine.
Very-
Be careful.
Like clearly observing it without touching it.
Okay. Investigation check, please.
Okay, coming right up.
Like that our icon is like side-eyeing it.
That is Spectral Vulture, not me.
Oh, well, go ahead and reroll.
Hmm.
Doesn't have your energy on
No, it doesn't.
This one does though.
It also doesn't. I shouldn't have -4 intelligence.
it.
There we go.
14, okay.
14.
So you bend over and like peer at it, have you instruct Pastiche to hold it in various ways. You do get the sense that it is or was magical. There are like a few onks that are gold going around its neck as like a collar or something. It's overall black and dark materials. Used to be made out of the same stuff that the ceiling is. There's like gold trimmings everywhere. The onks have like there's like blank spots between them. So like it's onk and then blank spot, onk and then blank spot.
Mhm.
You take a look at the bottom, and on there is an inscription in common. It says "Sleep 1,000 naps."
Well, that would most likely be that. So, this is just in a bowl, like points to the one by the door, or by the water door, like this one.
Yes. It was just resting there.
Was there a door there at all?
There was a door by that basin, and one by another empty basin, and one at the bottom of the stairs.
The note said the statue was the key or something. What did it say?
No, so it's the statue above the door.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Is my token like
Like
not
the
half
bow?
my turn for everyone else? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just like a me or just like okay. That's really funny to me.
Statue is the key, then
The statue opens the door.
how do we pledge our loyalty to the statue, I suppose, is what Riddle is asking for?
I was just going to go in there and rub it against the walls.
Kayla kind of blinks. I suppose that could be effective. Perhaps it was.
If it doesn't work, I will simply return.
Let's try not
Of
to do
course,
this
if it
alone,
does
though.
work, I will
It's
also
fine.
return and let you all know.
Shrug.
Maybe you could bring a buddy this time?
Prestige turns to Zoad. Well?
Zoa sighs and says, "Yes, just promise not to touch any cursed statues that will render you unconscious."
My friend, I am already holding one.
I know. Any more? Another one.
Prestige retreats into the flooded room.
Cursed statue in hand. Pastiche delves in.
Shaking his head, Zoa swallows.
Zoa is shaking his head.
First order of business. Pastiche is going to place the statuette in the western basin.
How do you place it in the basin?
Upright?
I meant, like, do you like slam it?
Oh no, just gently.
Okay. So you gently place it upright in this basin. Immediately, like negative latency, like before you finish pressing it, the door next to you opens. Just
Oh, cool.
there's a lot in here actually. There is quite a few things. There's like the door opens with this like wet, stony sound that you can hear. This room is also flooded.
Okay.
Inside you see many golden chests, clay vases. There's cinched satchels. On the ground is like a bundle of cloth, vaguely circular. It appears like it's like one of those little like traveling things that you stick on the stick. Many gold coins, a couple statues here and there. Mustache apparently.
Bindle, I think. Is that what you
A
meant?
bindle, yes.
A
Exactly.
bindle.
+2 on your next check.
Cool.
Pastiche, immediately betraying their own word, is going to swim straight through the door.
Excellent.
Twig sees Pastiche disappear around the corner and just sighs.
Zoas throws his hands up in the water and just shouts wordlessly.
It would be funny if the door closed behind you.
It would be funny.
Pastiche, getting in here, there's actually a sizable relief in here. It is very difficult to miss, where it is of a large figure. They appear to be in kind of like knight armor, full helm, full plate armor. They're standing regally with a long sword, like holding it down, just resting with both hands on top of the column with point down into it. It's trying to like this huge, massive armored figure. There's a description beneath it that reads, "I will come back for you if you come back for me." And you are in the room among all of these treasures. Plenty of gold, plenty of statues, plenty of other stuff.
Not that I can see, but is that room also underwater?
Yes.
Okay.
Pastiche is going to peek back through the door. Zoas, there's treasure in there, lots of it, but you told me not to touch anything, so if you would do the honors?
Of course, Zoas can also see all of this. You're right next to the
Yes.
ability.
Can Zoas hear the blurbles? I assume he can.
Oh right, we're underwater.
Yes, he can.
I minor illusion that next to your head.
Lame.
Trying to reenact all of it.
So,
I was so hyped for Pastiche to just forget that they were underwater because of the treasure and go.
I mean, maybe that happens too.
I think that needs to, I think we need to hear it.
Need to react it.
Hmm.
I'll give you inspiration if you do it.
Okay.
For one, Scooby Snack.
Enjoy your inspiration. Thank you. You earned it.
Zoas stares at Pastiche. And then looks at the room and then stares at Pastiche and slowly treads in.
After a few seconds, Pastiche casts a minor illusion and you hear, "Would you do the honors?"
Say one more time, like the what is in the room.
There are many gold chests, or like golden like storage chests. There's many clay vases. cinched satchels, or just bags. There's some interesting looking statues on the ground. None of them are cats. There's like a bindle like in the direct center of the room. It looks like some cloth, blue cloth, not like brown or red or anything like that, like blue and kind of like silvery cerulean colors, just kind of like brought up into a bindle and then cinched, and then it's like this vaguely circle shape.
Okay.
And then of course there's the huge knight armor, plate armor dude relief in the back, just taking up this entire wall. And it has that inscription of "I will come back for you if you come back for me."
I think Zoaz is going to well, I think he'll grab the bindle and kind of just look at the chests and think about how opening them might flood it and immediately destroy the contents. And then grab one of the other, like, satchels. Or sacks, I should say.
Sure.
And then, try to look at Pastiche and then sort of swim back to inform the rest of the group of what's over there. And open these up to see what's in them while not in the water.
When you grab the bindle, it's like the cloth itself. It seems that typically as an adventurer that it is magical.
Okay.
So you bring that back to the group. You untie it. The cloth seems to be something of a cape. It has a hood and like a clasp that will go around the collar. The clasp is made of silver. It is navy blue on the outside with a lighter cerulean blue on the inside. It has many silver wavy trims that are sewn into it, and like plenty of flaps that are just all along its length. It looks like they've been artistically designed to look like fins or sails.
Huh.
The hood is adorned with two fin-looking protrusions along each side. Wrapped up in this package are several bottles that are transparent. Like they look like that don't have anything in them. They're just empty bottles that are stoppered with a cork. There is also a stick.
Stick. Does the stick tingle?
It does tingle. It's a tingle stick.
Ooh. I think Zoaz, holding onto the cape and the stick, will look at Pastiche and say, these bottles, point at them with the stick, and say, were they similar to the one you found earlier? The one with the wind in them?
Well, one way to find out. Michaela, like, uncorks one of them.
Zoaz tightly grips the cape and stick.
Yeah, the wind goes everywhere. It is nuts. It's like a little mini hurricane in here, minus the water. Well, actually,
Stop it!
including the
Stop
water
it!
There's plenty of water for it to whip up.
Zoaz shouts above the din.
Michaela, like, takes like just like a whiff of the wind, I guess, to make sure it's like alright, and then just would stop her it.
It smells like clean, fresh air. The freshest air you might have smelled.
Alright. Michaela would stop her pretty quickly after that. Like, yep. I believe these are exactly the same. And I think these are absolutely what we could use to navigate that room without having to resurface.
Zoaz nods. Perfect. We can finally make some progress here, hopefully. There is plenty more treasure in that room, it seems.
And you've only tried the one... Well, only one room, right?
Zoaz nods, and Zoaz grabbed another random sack, I believe. Or was that the bindle? Like, was that the potions, I should say?
You did get another random sack. Looking in it, roll me a 2d100. And then a second 1d100. gold in this satchel. And a 32.
So total 84 gold.
No, 52 gold.
Oh. Okay.
It's a cup. Like that's short selling. It's a chalice.
Ooh.
It is a copper chalice, mysteriously devoid of like water damage or rust. And it's got like a silver lid.
Zoaz lightly flicks it. Ting.
Something rustles actually. Just rustles inside the chalice. You look in, and there's actually a pair of dice there too.
Oh.
2 6-sided dice.
Hmm.
They're made of knuckle bones.
I see. Zoaz says, well, I suppose it would be prudent for us all to go in there rather than taking it one at a time, eh?
Would be best to stick together.
Yeah, certainly.
Do we have enough?
Now that we have these bottles.
Do we have enough bottles for each one of us?
There are 4 bottles in the bindle. You already have 1, so you have a total of 5.
Zoaz thinks for a moment and is going to start putting on the cape. And then he's going to realize, oh, my staff, I left it, and is going to step into the water to go grab the staff that he dropped.
This is like before you had to swim around and like propel yourself. This time while you're in the water, while you're wearing this cape, Zoaz, it is surprisingly effortless.
Oh.
It seems like you're able to, like maybe you're just adjusting to the water, or maybe more obviously, it's part of the cape.
Mhm.
It is giving you the power to just propel yourself through the water very efficiently. And
So-
you make good time to your thing. You also get the sense that you don't necessarily have to hold your breath.
Oh. Zoaz casually strolling along the bottom, like normal walking almost, across the bottom of the room, leans down and picks up his staff.
As Pastiche sees this, they're going to think for a moment.
Sorry, let me interrupt.
Oh.
I said something wrong. The you don't have to breathe thing does not exist.
Okay.
Forget I said
Zoaz was holding his breath anyway, he wouldn't have tested it.
that. Pastiche.
Pastiche thinks for a moment, traces their steps, remembers the things they found, and tries to throw on that gold bracelet they picked up.
Okay. You're very fashionable.
Cool.
Clasps easily over your wrist. Jingles like a little bit, but not a lot. Doesn't make any like big noises.
Imagine if we could have breathed through the rose, like put your nose to it and smelled it and it was fresh air.
Do we still have that dust?
I do still have the dust, but I don't think that's what that's for.
Pastiche
don't
is
know
going to
that.
follow Zoaz into the water.
We can still breathe that in. I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Dagon's finest.
And swim upward around the basin they first took the statue from, realizing they probably dropped their torch, and start looking for it.
It's easy enough at its light. It is a clear fire. You're able to see it, but also in finding it, you notice that the door is open.
Uh-oh.
The big double door. And
Oh.
peering into the water is Zev Monaco, many Tratos guards, and in the back, Vimios. There are 2 very large, like, gold constructed of stone and metal, in a kneeling position. You can see Danielle's kind of like wiping his brow, even though he's fur. That doesn't make sense. You can see Nezev just kind of like looking in, gives you a little wave.
Andy waves back before ducking into the treasure room and grabbing a few loose objects.
What objects would you like to grab? There's you look around, there's a cool octopus statue, there's a cool dragon statue. Let's see. There's more statues. And of course the golden chests.
Pastiche is gonna grab a couple of the satchels. And then swim back across without acknowledging Nezev.
Nezev trying to get your attention. He's like, oh, you hear some like tapping on the stone. Bump, 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 bump.
Would Zoas hear that?
Yes.
Zoa's eyes go wide. Zoas, looking at the rest of the group, his eyes go wide.
Michaela had entered the water to try and like test how to like effectively use the bottles as like air refreshes. That's what
Meanwhile, Pastiche is going to quickly rifle through the two satchels.
Michaela, sorry, Zoas, you definitely hear this. There's just like a knocking to the north. Michaela, you ascertain what the mechanism behind it. You find out that you just kind of like put the opening of the bottle to your lips and inhale, and you're able to hold it as if you're holding your breath. But it feels much easier, less strain on your body. The purity of the air helps, and you don't feel like you're fighting for air all the time. So you're able to, you're basically like constantly refreshed with clean air.
Okay, it's like it's an air tank. Cool.
And Pastiche, roll me 2d100. You find 115 gold. And
Sick.
roll me 1d20. You find a like a little vial, like a test tube vial.
Okay.
It looks like it has a liquid in it. Maybe it's like half full. It is stomping as well. It has a label where it's like scribbled on it. It takes you some time to figure it out what it says. It says only use it in emergency.
Okay.
And then in the other one, you have there's like a little fan, like a folding fan.
Okay.
It has like a desert sunset over you open it up just to like to see that, and accompanied with it is like a apparently audible whisper. And it says you will meet many people in life.
Cool.
Well then,
And it says your lucky number is 3.
Okay.
Well, it seems
It says excitement today.
Uh-huh.
seems we'll be able to move on with these, with the air currents from these bottles. So is everyone else ready?
Twig's already like splashed into the water and is trying out the bottle.
Azalea hasn't been moving.
Pastiche. quickly pockets their findings before tugging on Zalia. Zalia, the other group, they've progressed into the same room.
Zalia drags herself up, just partially sticking to the floor and slowly peeling off.
Cool Ace, hands on their hips, triumphantly says, "Hey, Zelia, let's go get it before they can, eh? It'll be a race. I love races."
Zalia starts slithering.
You can see Cool Ace limbering up, stretching his legs, running in place.
Zoaz is going to turn and rush for his staff and try to see where the source of the noise came from. Grabs his staff.
Grab your staff back. You can see Nazev tapping what looks to be his own staff against the wall. He's kind of like looking quizzically like a hello. Upon seeing
Zoaz.
he waves you.
Go ahead.
He waves at you and kind of like gives like a beckoning motion, like a
Zoaz also tries to wave, and then he's holding two staffs. And then he realizes, and then he goes back around the corner and looks at the rest of the group and, like, waves his arms and underwater and is like, "We have to get going."
Kayla just looks quizzical, I guess. As quizzical as you can look.
Chuban doesn't understand.
Also, Zoaz is going to quickly, ignoring Nizev, swim towards the treasure room. Sorry, my headset came unplugged. So if you said something, repeat it.
to the treasure room. Just said, okay, you do this.
Okay.
You're back into this
Cool.
treasure room.
Twig like peeks around the corner down the stairs, catches a glimpse of Nazev, and like pulls back and like sort of rolls his eyes, and just quickly follows Zoaz. Oh, I thought he was in the other direction.
Yeah, he's.
Wait a minute.
This is the way that Nizev is.
Uh-huh.
And this was the stairwell that Zoaz was talking about.
Meanwhile, Pastiche is going to go straight through this door to greet Nazev.
You can see he has a very confused look on his countenance. Welcome, well done. We had a bit of a scuffle here. I hope you. Is anyone hurt? We
Oh,
extra
not
first aid.
seriously. We encountered some strange scarabs, but we made quick work of them. Some skeletal cats, fish in the next room, but, well, I handled those soundly.
Excellent.
Not
Cats are known to be all that is defenders of these ancient catacombs, I suppose we'll call them. Well done.
Clever.
I imagine you've been leading the expedition proper then. Well done. Sorry about that, Steve. That was my mistake. He doesn't actually. Well,
Okay.
Well done.
Have you found anything else cool? What is with this long water? This is quite astounding, I must say.
Well, we stumbled across a few bottles that, surprisingly, create pockets of air.
Excellent.
The rest of our team is still exploring the room, trying to find a way forward.
Right, we found a curious plaque. It said something about the color of royalty. We're not sure what that means, but we're sure that that is also the way that prevents us from moving forward.
Well, we did find a red gem, and the color of royalty. If I were to take a shot at it, I'd say it has something to do with the color purple. And
Astute observation.
I think we may be looking for a blue gem of some sort.
Turns back. Blue gem, Demios. Can we get your men on it, Hop 2? Demios kind of like claps his balls together. scuffle.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Like, we've had a bit of a scuffle with some enchanted armors, it seems, but nothing that Demios gets at. He's very stuffed. I found some strontium. He just gestures haphazardly to the fire burning this blazing red next to him, like this like ultra crimson. I thought it was fun to show the class. He gestures back towards the trade house guards. What happens when he burns strontium? But nothing else of any involved. Just baubles, gold, plenty of gold things.
Strontium? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
Strontium is it's a mineral. We use it to create different colors in our painting classes, but also it has a feature where if you burn it, it burns red. Aside from the normal yellow torch. It also doesn't have that ghastly smoke that comes from lighting pitch.
Interesting. Have you tried bringing a flame into the water?
We could try now. There's no
We
water
found a
outside,
single
you
leaf
see,
flame.
so-
And well, I have the torch right here, actually. Pastiche is going to just kind of push the torch into the water to demonstrate that it is not put out.
Remarkable. Well, a torch, if you please. He just goes over to the trade house guard, lights it up with a red flare, thrusts it into the water, and astoundingly, it remains alight. Ah, you may be onto something, Andy. This is why we put you in charge.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Kind of leans forward, like puts back his hand.
Of course. I assure you, he is quite capable, though.
Smash cut flashback to Zoaz pulling the two unconscious bodies of Pastiche and Twig out of the water.
Alright, how are we going to achieve the color purple? If that is indeed what the answer to the riddle is, I'm not so sure.
Well, blue flame and a red flame. What if they meet? Pastiche kind of waves their torch around in the direction of Nezeb's torch.
Is that something about cross the streams, as it were?
Yes, precisely.
Alright, well, sure. There is no wrong answer in trying things out. We have a hypothesis, let us test it. He just grabs another torch, he lights it, and like, uncannily, like, deftly, or like, he seems kind of adept at this. He like twirls it with a flourish and then like claps your torch with his. And they just kind of like bat at each other, and instantly they light in a blaze. Well, certainly have a grasp of color theory, Andy.
Well, it is elementary. Simply mixing colors, that's... thank you.
You'd be surprised at how many times I have to teach that particular lesson. Now, the lights, the brazier next to him, and it blazes up in purple. Your head's poked out of the water, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Because you're able to,
Uh-huh.
you're not glowing. You can hear the sound of grades to the north, and like everyone looks back away from you, Pastiche. Demios moves into that direction. Oh, something happened. Why? Way forward's open. solved the puzzle. I knew we could count on you to lead us ahead.
Of course. A simple solution.
Looking forward to great things from you. Gives you a wink and like.
Yes. Gather your men and I will get the rest of my group together and we can see where this new path leads, yes?
Well, it looks like we are still destined to be separated from each other now. I see you have a staircase behind you. Perhaps that is where you go. We have our own open as well.
Of course. Pastiche turns around to see if that door has opened as well.
Chitty bye, Pastiche. We'll see you on the up and up.
Andy.
You're right. Dang it, that's my fault. Chitty bye, Andy. We'll see you on the up and up.
Wait. Our door has not opened.
Well, do you have a application of the hypothesis and theory, Andy? Do you have a brazier like this?
I don't recall.
Nat 1. Nat 1. Nat 1.
Almost.
The DC was 10. There is literally one right next to you. Where the
Of course.
cat statue once rested.
You must forgive me. Much and more has happened in the past few moments. Carry on. I will lead my troop soundly.
Sure thing. Do you need anything? We have some supplies to give up, I suppose. Everything's looking fine over here. Just some. I say some. Lots of broken things.
Well, to be honest with you, I feel almost better than I did when we came here, but if you have a few extra potions, I wouldn't turn them down.
Make a persuasion check. He walks back towards you, like just kind of casually plucks a small vial of red liquid from like the utility belt of one of the Tratos guards, and then from like he opens his suit pocket, then have a shirt pocket, and then he kind of fingers them, like moves them between like his fingers, just like rolls them around, and then holds them out to you. There you are.
Much appreciated.
Demios is certainly experienced in all sorts of things, so perhaps you having one of the provisions might be esteemed. Be careful.
Yes, you too.
I want my star pupil to, well, be crushed under a bunch of falling rocks or something. Cheerio!
Oh. Don't worry, Nezev. Andy will make you proud. Pastiche says, with a slight gag, before retreating into the water.
Looking forward to your greatness. Nezev follows Demios, and all the gods are like, hup, 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 hup. Meanwhile, Zoaz, Chuman, and Twig have pilfered this room.
Yeah.
Ravaging the whole entire thing.
Kool-Aid has joined
Nice. So probably just like looking around.
You're muted.
You're muted. Yeah.
Isn't coming
Uh,
around the corner.
You're muted.
I would assume that Twig and Chuman grab most of it. Zoaz is like nervously looking around, making sure Nezev isn't coming around the corner.
Nezev does not come around the corner, and you have thoroughly acquired all of the goods in this room.
Mode.
Just waiting for Pastiche to take us home.
as everyone kind of gathers into the room, gets done with their looting, Zoaz finishes showing off his adventurous streak. Pastiche takes the purple flame to the Rosier.
Zaz gets out of the way.
How about you describe how it happens? Because it definitely lights up.
I think it'll actually ignite as two separate flames, a red flame and a blue flame, that begin to intertwine and slowly burn into a purple flame.
Right. That's definitely what happens. The door closes. And you can hear the grating sound of watery rock as the door underneath the stairs opens. Everyone is able to maneuver down with their loot in tow. You travel for like this large door that previously was closed, and this massive octopus creature engraved on it was blocking your path, but now you can see it has slid to the sides. Let's see here. The tunnel, like you're going down a tunnel. The tunnel is long, about 30 feet tall. It's like 10 foot wide. It's clearly sculpted, etched all around in this obsidian stone. You're swimming. It's still flooded, slow going until ahead in the dim light you can see the silhouette of a hulk of a mass in the dim light. It is maybe like 200 feet away at this point. The murky, yet slightly alarmed waters obscure most of its details, but it is motion. As you all see this and begin thinking of what it could be, how to get around, how to proceed, Nezev and Dimios descend the stairs on the other side. Nezev is happily whistling. Dimios has this like determined look on his face. And behind you, Coolace just looks like a hero. Zoaz, Twig, and Juven, like their arms full of gold and chests and all that, and other accoutrement of looting a treasure room. All of you comfortably breathing and swimming in this dimly glowing water. That's where transition as you see this silhouette.
Nice.
Nice.